I'll get you in it too. Feel me? Put you on the spot.
All right.
We out here in LA, man. We in LA. Every time we're in LA, it's a great time.
We're in Orange County.
Orange County. We are in the OC. We in the OC. I told her, I'm like, yo, I'm coming to LA.
We OC.
You stay in LA, huh?
In Orange County.
Orange County too. Okay. So are you right down the street?
Yeah. 20, 30 minutes.
That perfect. So anytime I'm out here though, Southern Cal, I gotta tap in with Natalie. She's somebody that when YBC first launched 2021, she was a pioneer of YBC with me as well. And so, anytime that I do come into the city, over the past year, she's been more busy with her jobs and the things that she's had going on. And, I've kind of been building up a VA system and automation, but I'm super grateful to link back up with her so she can be a part of everything that we're about to be launching, because we're launching some huge things. And it aligns with what she specializes in, I'd say. And, that's numbers, and that's, numbers like in accounting. And, she's real good when it comes to numbers. And so the things we're about to be launching, numbers, we're going to be dealing with a lot of numbers and some big numbers. So super grateful for, what's to come in. So above all else, just wanted to come here and bring you guys some value with being able to do for self. And she's seen as well to a little of the AI and how helpful and efficient using AI is when it comes to consumer law and drafting up letters. It makes, we were doing it on for hours on calls. She was there with me while I'm, typing up all these letters, and I'm trying to break it down to her, help her get an understanding. This back in 2021, 2022. And fast forward now, we can literally go to AI and type in, specific, consumer laws into different ones, which we'll do here right now. And it'll spit out your answer literally in minutes. So all my captions and things that I've been doing as well too, all have came from. So let's come here, ChatGPT with the YouTube and the descriptions helps all of that, very simple. So let's see, come here to YBC case law studies. All right, let's come here to we munching on some exotic fruits. I don't even know the name of these. We got some macadamia nuts with my amazing business partners from Vietnam as well. They're actually from Vietnam. And man, the hospitality and the love, I'd say all throughout Southeast Asia, it's like no other, man. So let's come here and let's type in 15 USC 1681 is the congressional findings of the FCRA. I want you to find the most recent case law studies that have been won in federal court by a consumer against a financial institution. I can never spell. Against a financial institution have been won in federal court by a consumer against a financial institution, and where the consumer was also okay. So we put in here 15 USC 1681 is congressional findings of the FCRA. I just want to see the most recent case law studies that have been won in federal court by a consumer against a financial institution. So somebody just like you guys that went up against a financial institution using the FCRA and where the consumer was also paid for the damages. So a lot of you guys are not only looking to get deletions. I want you guys down below in the comment section, drop a 3 in the comments if you are not only looking to get a deletion, but you're also looking to get paid for these negative items on your consumer report as well. If that's you, I want you to drop a 3 in the comment section. Drop a 3 in the comments. Make sure to cite what consumer law was used in the FCRA to help them win the case. So here's a couple, 3 that they gave to us. So we got Ramones versus AR Resources. The plaintiff, Ramones, alleged that AR's Resources Inc. failed to conduct proper investigation into disputed information on his consumer report, violating the FCRA's provision. The jury awarded Ramones $80,000 in actual damages and $700,000 in punitive damages. However, the court later reduced the punitive damages, noting that while ARR's conduct was highly reprehensible, the original award exceeds permissible limits in the 11th Circuit. So they were still paid a good check. Even just that $80,000 alone is crazy. So that's Ramones versus AR Resources. And something that all of you guys can do, I want you guys all to be able to do for yourself, is come here to pacermonitor.com. And you guys can actually look up that case law study, look into the claims, look into everything that was used on Ramones' end. If you feel that you too have done business or any of these financial institutions have reported anything and that you feel that they failed to conduct a proper investigation into disputed information on his consumer report, well, you too can use this case law right here, put it in here, copy and paste it, and search it on pacermonitor.com. So these are how these reporting agencies are finding bankruptcies and finding, evictions and certain things that are public information, and then they're reporting it onto your report. It's through this Pacer Monitor system. So I want you guys to be familiar with the Pacer system. I want you guys to be familiar with different case law studies. List the best consumer law codes to use for a charge off within 15 USC 1681, the FCRA. So now what we'll do is we'll come here to 15 USC 1681. And I'm going to show you guys a little cheat code as to how to go through and actually maneuver through all of these. Let me see. Does anybody got any questions here? Dorka, I see that it made sense to you. I love it. I love the feedback. Drop what city you guys are all tuning in from. What city are all of you guys tuning in from? And who here has below a 700 credit score? I want you to drop a 1 in the chat box if you've got below a 700 credit score. And if you've got above a 700 credit score, I want you to drop the word billions. So if you got anything below, drop the word 1. I got to chop it up with Jono is tuned in from Houston. We've got Houston tuned in. I got to chop it up with Jono is also below the 700. So I've got this information will help you then. Because if you're below a 700, I'm sure you either got something negative or you've been late on one of your payments. So with these teachings and with exactly what I'm going over, this will help you. And where all of you guys want to get your reports from, where I've noticed it to just be the most simple, is annualcreditreport.com. It's also free. Granted, it does not give you your credit score. If you guys do want a credit score, I always recommend Identity IQ, and I can send you guys a link where you guys can get access to it for 7 days for only $1. But annualcreditreport.com is completely free, which all of you guys can come here, pull your reports. You guys can insert your reports into the files. There's also another AI called DeepSeek, which I want you guys all to look into as well. There's more than just ChatGPT. DeepSeek is real good with helping you guys, especially when it comes to case law studies, and drafting up even letters. I've used this a lot, and even just reworded what maybe ChatGPT spit it out to me into DeepSeek. But this is another great AI that will help you guys, and a tool just to have in your guys' tool bag overall. So let's see what the best consumer law codes that was spitted out within the FCRA would be to use. So we got permissible purpose. I see a lot within here. The 7-year rule, permissible purpose, 1681B, civil liability, 1681N, civil liability for negligent noncompliance. So you guys just go in and see which consumer law, which one applies to you. Is there some inaccurate information? Okay, well, we'll use 1681S2. Maybe there's been the definition of a charge-off as a whole does not define a charge-off, and creditors, the FCRA does not define a charge-off, and creditors often misreport charge-offs, making them disputable under inaccurate reporting claims. If a charge-off is still actively being collected on, it may not be eligible to be reported as a charge-off under GAAP. 1681A-R, the definition of a charge-off. So I never really even broke down. So let's look at 1681A. I never really fully went into this definition. Let's see. Which one is it? 1681AR. Elemental PQR. Debit card. Also, as well, too, when we're talking about these companies, what I want you guys to look at is, are they attempting to collect on a debt, or are they attempting to collect on an account? Because if we come here to, let's say, Capital One's 10K, and these are forms that I want you all to go look into. All large financial institutions are required to publish this information, this form right here, which is the 10K form, through the SEC, right? Through the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, because what's taking place and what's happening as with this 10K form is this is showing that there's a trust in place. This financial institution is being operated and administered by this trust, and the debt that was created when you guys had your credit ran and everything, this was sent over, this was traded to or transferred over to the trust, and then the trust then traded that security onto the market, the stock market, forex market, but they turned it into a security. So they turn the debt to a security, and with that security, they sell it to investors within the stock market or the financial markets, and they're no longer collecting a debt, nor attempting to collect a debt. They're attempting to collect on an account. So I want you guys all to look at the verbiage that these companies are using when they're sending you an invoice telling you that you owe something. Is it that you owe on the account, or is it that you owe on the debt? Because nowhere in the FDCPA does it define anything about an account. And so I want you all to be very familiar with this 10K form. This just goes to show that they're tapping into that unlimited open-ended credit plan, which is defined within Truth in Lending. All of you guys can find that here at 15 USC 1602. We've done tons of videos on this, and I just want to bring clarity to it. So yes, it's open-ended, and many people are like, well, why are we making payments on something that's open-ended? And if they've already been credited, then why are we even making any payments? Well, once again, you got to understand that there is no debt in general. There's nothing owed, from the beginning of the transaction. It's all it's all due to the agreement, and within the agreement, you agreed to paying the terms that are at hand. And with that being said, you're paying the account and not a debt off. And so, because the debt is gone, it's diminished, it's been traded, it's been, sold to investors within the markets. And so that debt, and that's why as well too, even to further show, and I like that breakdown of a charge off, 1681AR, the definition of a charge off. And because when they do charge off an account as well, what they'll also do is they'll file a 1099-C form. So a lot of people are coming to me like, yo, do you teach 1099, 1099A, 1099, anything? I do not teach the 1099 process, 1099A, but these companies, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me. The fiduciary, right? The fiduciary, which is the banks, right? They have a fiduciary obligation to do what's in the best interest of the beneficiary. And so we are not the fiduciary of the trust, right? The FCRA trust. We understand that we're the beneficiary, but with that being said, the fiduciaries are these financial institutions, and only the fiduciary can file a 1099-C form. So what is this 1099-C form? If you look at a 1099-A form, it's abandonment or basically discharging of a debt. Well, this is simply a 1099-C form, is simply just a cancellation of a debt. Well, they'll send you this form if you request it as well, too, if you guys do have any charge-offs as well. But, program your AIs, it'll draft me up a notice of dispute with this information and case laws from above to back end. I mean, granted, you got to be more specific with your situation, what took place, on your consumer report, what's enacted on your consumer report, how were you deceived, how were you misled, etc. And it'll draft you up a letter rather than you sitting there and taking hours to draft it up. So that's everything that I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope that this was helpful to at least one of you guys. If so, make sure to like these videos and make sure to share it with some more people as well so others can also get in tune. But y'all see, man, we disputing and we're creating letters in seconds, man. All right, my guy, was at a 7:37. So, Jonah, what I want you to do, brother, is go to this website I'm about to drop, which is our company's website, and schedule a phone call with us. We'll get on a call, me or one of my reps, and we'll see where you're at right now. See what are the biggest struggles that you're facing right now. What are the, I see in 2023 hard times. Okay, what are those hard times? Hit in my wholesale business and things were going bad. Now I'm in the 475 to 500s. I've seen way worse. So I done heard it all. I feel at this point, but just when I do feel like I've heard it all, I hear something even more like, yo, that's crazy. But at the same time, we're going to get you right out of it. So let's see what you're going through, Jonah. The biggest things that are holding you back from getting to where you're looking to go. We'll put together a game plan for you on that call for free within 10 minutes. Just make sure that you've got your reports emailed over to us as well. So I'm going to drop my email in here as well. And you schedule that phone call with us. Other than that, I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in. Make sure once again to like this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys do not already subscribe. And hit that notification bell because I do go live pretty randomly. There's no set time or day where I go live. So we here. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'll see y'all soon, man. One love. We tuning out from LA, man, or Orange County.
Orange County.
OC. We tuned out from OC. All right, y'all. One love.